Hi guys, and welcome to a new video. So this is the DZ09. As you can see, the straps are broken on both sides on this white one, and they broke on one side on the black one I reviewed as well. So let's go ahead and firstly mention that I am not paid to review these products. I don't get free products. I spend my own money to buy these products, so I will give you the honest opinion. I'll give you my honest opinion. If it's rubbish, I will tell you. I only receive money from the ads on this video, and that pays for the products. So let's go ahead and talk about the DZ09 watch problems. So the screens get a little bit scratched. There's not a massive problem with it though. So the main issue is the fact that the straps are breaking. So let's go ahead and show you them. So this one only broke on one side. See if the camera will focus. So it's not very big at all. And then this one, the thing that holds it isn't very big, I mean. And this one broke on two sides, so it actually broke on both sides. So let's go ahead and show you quickly. There was one left that was complete, so I'll go ahead and show you that. So that's what it should look like with two holes. It's obviously quite difficult to see. So they fit over pegs. They're not screwed on. The back cover screws on and jams over it to stop it coming off the pegs. So that's made from it's a poor quality design, and they failed 4 months after purchase. So it's like they lasted 3 months, and then a month later they both broke within a week of each other, and then obviously you can't get your money back then. So so just be aware of this issue, that so even though they were made in different factories and sold by different sellers, so this strap is very stiff. That's one thing I have noticed. Let's move that out of the way. So I don't know if you can see that. It seems to conform back to its shape, which is good because that's the shape it needs to be. But as you're pulling it together, and with this design, I think this design is flawed. And if you like it tight, as you're pulling it tight, you're pulling on the joint in the watch, and that's why it's breaking. I think over a certain amount of uses, it just snaps and then pulls out of the housing in the watch. So let's just put them there. So the normal strap design is quite poor, as you have to pull it tight to fasten it, like I've just shown you. So the fixing is over two pegs, and one, so they don't screw to the pegs. The cover screws on top of the strap. So let's go ahead and show you that. So the strap does look sturdy from the outside. So this is the black one, but it's made from brittle plastic and breaks instead of bending. So let's go ahead. So the strap is quite easy to remove, and let's go ahead and show you that. I did notice another issue as well. We're talking about problems. Let's just put that to one side. That when I lifted this off, I found that it had actually split. If you can see that, let's see if it'll focus. The back cover had actually split. If I can open it there. So that's where you open it, on that corner, and I think what's happened is someone's tried to open it too much on one corner, and it's allowed the back to break, and that's quite a big crack. It reaches almost to that label, so it'll streak across and connect it with that. So just be aware that some of these backs aren't very strong. It's just broken in that corner there. So another issue was when I got this a couple of weeks in, it just stopped switching on. And the reason was that the battery wasn't connecting with the contacts inside of the watch. So there's the contacts there in the top. So it was just lifting off and disconnecting, and wouldn't charge and wouldn't switch on. So I obviously had to put a piece of card on the back of it. It might well have been because the back had cracked, and that was enough to push the contacts back in with the battery, and it started working again after that. So if that's an issue for you, that might resolve yours. It's not a great fix, but it's better than it not working at all. So what we see now is the inside of the watch. This is the black one, obviously. So the 4 screws that hold this, you want to get this whole cover off. So the 4 screws, one's there, another one's there, and another one's there. So they are tiny screws. This is the screwdriver you'll need. It's a Phillips 0 size. There we go, that's the size of the screwdriver. Let's go ahead and show you the size of the screws. They are minute. See if I can lose it. There we go. That's the size of the screw. It is tiny. It's probably about 7mm long with a pH0 tip. So that's the screw. So what you have to do is lift the back off. Just bear with me while I do this. I've disassembled it already, so it's easier to do this video because I don't want to waste too much of your time. So that's the cover off now. That's the whole watch covered. So there is an antenna cable running there, I think, which is broken obviously because I didn't know it was there, and that runs into that part of the strap. So just be aware if you are taking it off, there's an antenna in there. I don't think you can do anything. You'd have to desolder it off the board. So there is an antenna cable, and there is on one side of the strap, and a very thin wire that runs to your camera and your microphone or speaker. I don't know which one that is at the top. And as you can see, there's 4 posts there. Let me just get the screwdriver and point them out there. If you can see that, it's like a little C. Those are the things the screws connect into there and there, and that's one of the broken cables there going into the camera or the microphone. I don't know what that one is. Obviously these are beyond repair. One thing I will mention is they are very, very thin. If you even slightly tug that, it will just pull off the board and you'll have to resolder it. So they are very, very thin speaker cables and camera cables. So spare, let me just move that out of the way a bit more. So spare straps are not available, but I have seen a YouTuber use a fabric Velcro strap from an old watch to repair his watch. So he just jams it in here and then closes the lid and closes that bit back on it. Obviously it only goes on one way where the speaker is there, and just jam it back on and screw it back down, and that held it reasonably well. So now you can see why crud and dirt get in front of the camera, which I mentioned in my 3-month review. So let's go ahead and show you on the camera side. I think this is the camera side one. Yep. So no, that one isn't. So obviously I can't put it on the pegs because this is for the other side. So they're unique to one side. That would look weird if it went in there. So as you can see, I don't know if you can see that, it's designed to fit around the camera and the microphone or speaker. I can't remember which one that one is. And it just fits over that peg. Let's do it on this side so I can show you easier. So it just fits over those pegs. Very, very poor design really. Fits over those pegs. Because the thing's not very flexible, I'm going to have to bend it out of the way. I don't know if you can see that. There you go, fits there. And then this lid goes on the top of it. Let me just put that in there. And that's it. So it's not a fantastic design really, and what you'll see is, I think one of these, if I look closely there, that should have a peg on it, and it hasn't got a peg, so even the peg's broken because they're not fantastic quality pegs. Very, very thin. One peg there, and that one's actually broken off. So now you can see why crud gets into the camera, because it's not even covered, and you can see there's loads of crud, and that's the camera there. So just push that back in. So there's loads of crud around there, and it basically doesn't cover it, so it looks a good strap until you uncover it and realise it's cheating really. It's not a very good design. So the camera's open to the elements basically, and not sealed off, so it gets crud in front of it. I don't know if this is the one with the crud. No, I don't think it is, but they both suffered from getting crud in behind on the glass. So the black one also stopped working because of the battery lifting, so I had to put a piece of card on top of it to push it down, which I've already showed you. And the back plate also split on the black watch. That might be from forcing the back off, and instead of taking it slowly, just lifting it off all in one go. Let's go ahead and show you what that looks like. Like I said, it's cracked opposite side to the grill. As you can see now, if it'll focus, there we go. So it's difficult to see, but it's definitely broken there. So that's not fantastic. So the conclusion, let's go ahead and put the white one in the way so the camera can focus. So like I said, this one's broken as well. They both broke within a week of each other, which is amazing really, considering they were bought from different parts of the world, from different sellers. So I wouldn't buy the DZ09 smartwatch. The strap is poorly made and designed. The watch is uncomfortable to wear compared to the GT08 or the A1. I recommend the GT08. It is a much better fitting design and it is more flexible. The strap is a stronger design which has outlasted the DZ09 already. So, but the GT08 is a different strap closure design and it is more comfortable to wear, but it can flip undone if you catch it with something. So let's go ahead and move them out of the way because the camera's focused on them now. So let's go ahead and show you the design, because I don't have the GT08 at the moment, unfortunately. So what I can do is show you a similar design to the GT08. So what this is just a normal watch, but as you can see it doesn't go inside itself. So there's basically two pegs that fit through a straight line of holes. But what happens is if you catch it on anything, it could pop undone, and that's a similar design to what the GT08 is. So I really liked it because it was a nice and flexible strap, but there was an issue that if you caught it, as you can see, it's popped open there, so that's an issue with them. So the A1 is a clone of the Apple Watch, and as an interlocking, so this one is the A1, sorry, I'm just trying to read something while I do it. So that's the A1 there, that's the right way up, that one. So that's the A1, and that's a clone of the Apple Watch, and as an interlocking strap design, let's go ahead and show you. So that's a slightly more secure strap, but it is more uncomfortable to wear, so you might have an issue, you know, it's up to you which one you want to go for. More safety is this one, and the GT08 is far more comfortable than the DZ09. The A1's about the same comfortableness as the GT08. So I have reviewed both the GT08 and the A1 smartwatch on my channel. I will link to them in the description below. All three of these watches are roughly the same price, so why go for the DZ09 with all the problems with the straps breaking, which obviously no one has mentioned on YouTube. You know, thousands, hundreds of thousands of these watches have been sold and they're just not fit for purpose. So that's it. I'm sorry about it being such a long video, but I wanted to get all the information in that I've found out, you know, and I don't want to just keep making videos of how good these products are. If there is an issue with them, I will let you know. So that's it, guys. So thanks for watching, and check back soon. Cheers.